AM license cancellations are off to a bad start this year, with records on pace to be shattered, while the House of Representatives determines what to do to keep AM radios in cars. That and more coming up right now.
REC, FCC Today, Michi Bradley.
This is FCC Today, the podcast for Wireless Wednesday, May 31, 2023. The number of AM broadcast station license cancellations is on the rise. So far in 2023, there's been an average of at least one AM license cancellation per week. If the trend continues at this pace, we will have the most cancellations in 1 year since at least the year 2000. The current post-2000 record for cancellations was in 2021, in the heart of the pandemic, when 46 AM station licenses were canceled. We're only 2 business days into the week, and we've already seen 2 cancellations. On Tuesday, the license for KDBI, Boise, Idaho, licensed to Radio Rancho LLC, which has been silent since July 1, 2022, was canceled at the request of the licensee. KDBI was a 3-tower directional facility operating 15 kilowatts day, 500 watts at night on 730 kilohertz. Today, the FCC issued a notice of license cancellation to KBEN Carrizo Springs, Texas, licensed to Sylvia Mijares. According to the notice, the station has been silent since August 23, 2021. On February 3, 2023, the FCC sent Mijares an operational status inquiry to determine if the station was broadcasting a signal. The FCC received no response to the OSI. As a result, the station license was canceled pursuant to Section 312G of the Communications Act, which states that any station failing to transmit signals for at least 365 consecutive days is subject to license cancellation. KBEN operated on 1450 kilohertz with 1 kilowatt non-directional unlimited hours. The House and Energy Subcommittee will hold a hearing on Tuesday, June 6, regarding the value of AM radio in light of the decisions made by various automakers to exclude the band from in-dash entertainment systems on new car models. There has been legislation introduced in both houses of Congress to mandate that AM radio be available in vehicles. If you're watching this on the Michelle Bradley YouTube channel, please like the video and hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you won't miss out on any updates. Thank you for your support, and please spread the news about FCC Today. The FCC's Disaster Information Reporting System remains activated for Guam and the Northern Mariana Islands. Cell phone services are being slowly restored on the island of Guam, and the number of cable and wireline subscribers out of service has increased since yesterday's report to 6,149. The Special Temporary Authority granted to the U.S. Navy's Nimitz Carrier Strike Group to broadcast on an FM frequency has been extended until June 30. FM broadcasters needing assistance can contact REC Networks at 202-621-2355. Gendrau Broadcasting, licensee of KMCN, Clinton, Idaho, has been handed an $8,000 dinger for public file-related violations, including failure to upload issues lists, failing to place a link on the station's website to the FCC's online public inspection file, and for making false certifications on their renewal application regarding the state of their public file. Normally, the FCC will enter into consent decrees with no civil penalty for radio public file violations. However, in this case, the renewal application did result in an informal objection filed by Dale Vickers. Vickers raised the issues already mentioned, as well as an allegation that the station did not provide a link to their EEO report. In the case of the EEO report, the FCC found that the station had certified that they had fewer than 5 full-time employees and therefore was not subject to any EEO reporting requirements. Gendrau has 30 days to either pay or fight the forfeiture. A forfeiture order was issued in the case of G.i.G. Incorporated, licensee of low-power television station KCPO-LP, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. On April 20, 2020, prior to the shutdown of analog low-power television operations on July 13, 2021, KCPO-LP was granted a construction permit to flash cut their station from analog to digital on Channel 26. That construction permit was extended until January 10, 2022, when KCPO-LP advised the commission that the station was not ready for digital service. An investigation by the video division showed that the station was in fact operating in digital since April 21, 2020, one day after the construction permit grant. On July 29, 2022, the station advised the commission that they will be going silent due to the loss of its site. On January 19, 2023, the video division issued a notice of apparent liability to G.i.G. for $6,500, finding that the licensee violated Section 74.788 of the rules for failing to file a license to cover application and Section 301 of the Communications Act for unauthorized operation spanning a period of over 2 years. In response to the NAL, G.i.G. requested a cancellation or reduction of the forfeiture based on ability to pay. To support their claim, they included the last 3 years of tax returns, which demonstrated that the proposed $6,500 fine would constitute an excessive percentage of the station's gross revenues. While the FCC stated that cancellation was not warranted in this case, they did reduce the forfeiture to $750. FCC Today, the podcast, has a comment line. Do you have an opinion about the topics discussed on the podcast, a question for me, or just general commentary about the FCC broadcasting or the telecommunications industry in general? Make your voice heard by calling 202-963-0852. Yes, that good old-fashioned thing called the telephone. 202-963-0852. Now write that down. 202-963-0852. It's easy to remember. That's 202. You know the area code where all the bureaucrats are. Then up the right side of the dial, 963, and then up the center, 0852. 202-963-0852. You may hear your voice on a future podcast. We'd love to hear from you.
FCC Today.
FCC Today, the podcast, has been a production of REC Networks, always on at recnet.com. The podcast is available through Podbean, TuneIn, Apple Podcasts, iHeart, and on the Michelle Bradley YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell to be informed of new episodes. Keep up to the minute with events around the Media Bureau at FCC.today. If you need assistance with an FM broadcast facility, LPFM, full service, or FM translator, call 202-621-2355. I'm Michelle Bradley, KU3N, SBE Certified Broadcast Technologist. Thanks for listening.
REC.